Bam! There it is. Happy Wednesday, Friends Day. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Reptiles Unplugged channel, our live stream tonight. Thank you. This is your host, Adam, Beach Bum Exotics. You can find my information on all the different socials, Facebook, Instagram, all under Beach Bum Exotics with no E. If you're looking for snakes to buy or other stuff, I have shirts available on Bonfire, snakes available on Rads, reptileads.com, and morphmarket.com. And tonight with me, as always, I have my beautiful and wonderful co-host, Mr. Shane Kelley.
Shane Kelley, Small Town Exotics. You can find me on Reptile Ads, Instagram, all those other places, and our wonderful technical producer, Jay. You can find him on Reptile Ads, Morph Market, and Instagram, and all the other places as well. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I like your shirt. So you're rocking the version 2.
Yeah, this is version 2. Yeah.
Dude, sick. So if anybody's wondering, maybe didn't catch any of the episodes or anything or seen it around, that is the second edition of Deeds Not Words that you guys can go support on fatmannation.com. deedsnotwords.com, I think, too, right? Or is it just through Fat Man Nation, I believe?
I think it's a Fat Man Nation / Deeds Not Words. Just go to Fat Man Nation. You'll find it.
You'll see it all up there. They've got shirts. They've got beanies. They've got some other cool stuff. And proceeds of all the merch sold goes to 100% goes to supporting an awesome veterans program that they described on our episode. Has cool activities, just an awesome place that's set up for the vets. So
Camp Freedom in Pennsylvania, if you wanted to look it up. And speaking of beanies, I ordered me one of those beanies.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm waiting on it, but yeah.
Sweet, man. Hell yeah. Good deal. So how you been, man? You been good since last time?
Yeah, man. A lot's happened since last week. I'm just playing. Nothing's happened since last week.
I know. We're in the lull right now, right? So,
yeah. It's like, I got a couple snakes that crawled out of the egg. Those DG, whatever.
Yeah, your DG clutch. Yeah.
I mean, so nothing crazy. I am in full swing on the hognose breeding though right now. So I mean, they're doing the herky jerky dance. I mean,
nobody's eating each other.
No. Better knock on wood. Yeah. So that's in full swing. So yeah, man, I'm just I'll have a million hognose babies later on, and then I'll be pulling my hair out.
Sweet. Hell yeah, man. You're doing good with those hognoses. You got some cool ones coming out. So I always love following that.
Thank you.
From you. Yeah, definitely. And I just wanted to reflect real quick on what you were saying, where you're like, I had a DG clutch, Cap. That's, just the last time we had our guest on that's about to pop out, that would have been like a banger clutch that you were just screaming about, super excited. So it's crazy to think how far we've come in, let's see, 5.5 years since we've had our guest on, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I went back and watched the episode. You gave me that great idea, and was actually scrolling through chat a little at the same time and was seeing Shane in there dropping his hackles.
Oh, fun fact. Back then, Nick had a wrench and he would mute me. So, I mean, if Nick goes muted tonight, I mean, that might just be a little bit of karma in the air. I'm just saying.
I was about to announce we're bringing the wrench back. So you guys be ready. He's about to show up. But well, I think we've done our proper intro. Did you have anything else that you wanted to talk about, Shane, before we
No,
kind of
nope.
get into it? No?
Guest
All right.
guest away.
Let's bring the wrench in, aka Nick from Renowned Reptiles.
What an intro.
What?
But I forgot about the wrench, and I'm just laughing. It was like people were asking, like, "Hey, mute me," so they could say that they got muted on Reptiles Unplugged. It's like a badge of honor. It means that you participated in the chat.
Oh, long time since then, man. That's crazy. Yeah, 5.5 years, June of 2020. Wow.
That's wild. I can't. I think I need to extend what I've been telling people as far as how long I've been doing this. Just based on the last time I was on this podcast, I think my timeline might be incorrect. Might be a little bit longer than I had thought it was originally.
It's funny how it works like that, right? Like I'm still telling people I've only been doing this for I don't know, and then you think about it, it's like, oh no, about 15 years. You know?
Yeah, been doing this. It's more than just a blip on the radar at this point.
Oh man, so how you been lately? We could do the normal pleasantries.
Yeah, doing well. Since I last saw you in January at Pomona.
Yeah, that was good times.
That was a great time. Holy smokes. I don't think I've gotten that good of an ab workout in quite some time just from laughing. I mean, we were just laughing like little kids. It was funny.
Yeah, I mean, I'm serious. I did wake up the next morning on that one sore. Like
yeah, my
I had done
cheeks
a bunch of sitting
right here.
Oh
yeah,
man.
That was a good time. Always fun to go to a reptile show, especially if you have friends going and kind of be your central meetup. And obviously you're all excited to be there. Look at what everyone has, especially if it's one of the bigger shows that has a good, mix of vendors. So you can kind of check all the boxes. And then of course we hit the auction, did damage there. And then the laughter really kicked in after that auction. So yeah, it was a great weekend.
Yeah, dude, it was a lot of fun. And you vended that one. Your setup looked amazing, dude.
Thank you. Yeah, that was my first time vending Pomona. I've been on the wait list for quite some time just because my banner is like 10 by 13. And so I can't really do anything but an end cap. He didn't have any available. So I've been waiting patiently for that table to pop up, and it finally did. So took advantage.
Nice. Yeah, all right. So I was wondering, I'm like, who did he pay to get this spot? No, I'm joking. It was a nice spot.
I paid Rami.
But yeah, I enjoyed the setup. It looked great. Loved the banners. The animals you had on display, dude. I think you had some of the coolest ones. I don't know, out of that setup that you had, what was probably your banger that you had on the table that you wanted everybody to see?
I did bring a few things to show off, and I actually have some on the table right here if we want to look. I don't know how great it's going to show up on the camera, but some of the redhead white lace clown combos that I hit, I was super excited about. I don't know that they won the litmus test per se on the table.
Okay.
But I think some of the hypo lace combos I had definitely, I think, won that category.
Yep.
But for me, that I saw it made by Josh Jackie at Pomona, or maybe it was definitely Pomona. I don't know if it was the January or July show, but he produced some redhead lace combos that blew my mind. Dean bought both of them right there at the show. And yeah, anyways. But I made it a goal to go out and get it. So I think 2025 overall, there was several clutches that I've been striving for that I either got really lucky and hit it on my first try, or made up for skunks in 2025 that had happened previously. So 2025 was honestly one of my best hatching years in regards to odds and number of females that went relative to being bred. My target was 10 to 12 clutches, trying to keep it on the lighter side to kind of match the demand right now. And I ended up with 22. So, and some of those were like paired one time in March and went in September.
Right.
I was just like, stop going, please.
Right. You're like, what the heck?
I still have a an extra rack in my office here because everything in the snake room is full.
Oh man. And are you in that same room that I saw? Like, man, I think it was like 5 years ago at least, or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It's definitely stuffed to the brim now.
Yeah.
The Freedom Breeder racks go all the way up to the ceiling.
Oh man.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, like even my hatchling rack is, the 5 across hatchling tubs is 18 rows high.
Wow. 18 rows. But I mean, you're a tall dude, so that's cool.
Yeah. You don't need a ladder or anything. It's cool.
I would for sure need a ladder, a real size ladder.
Yeah. You're about a foot shy with your hand in the air.
Yeah, for real. For real. Oh man. Dude, the white lace hypo stuff that you had on the table, I agree. It's kind of one of those animals though where you said it didn't pass the litmus test. And what did you mean by that? Like not a lot of people stopped and was like, hey, look at that? Or
no, it was the redhead lace clown stuff that I was the most proud of. But the lace hypo combos are the ones that I think won the litmus test in regards to just people that don't necessarily know everything about genetics of animals. And like, if you walk up and read the information on the card, that would be what was important to you. It would be walking up and what's the coolest animal on the table. And oftentimes that doesn't match the price tag, right?
Right.
But in this situation, it was a relatively high-end animal, being a hypo lace combo or lace double head hypo clown combos. That stuff was pretty darn popular. So I also think it was because the genes mixed with hypo were the dark stuff, and that looks really good. And then you just slap lace on top of it, and
even better.
Yeah, no bad days, right? So, I think those and like some of the DG clown combos are really cool that that stuck out to people. But for the breeders, it was the top row in the very back in the middle where it just said "hold back" with no label. Where people that knew a little bit more about ball python genetics were like, "What are those?"
Right.
Totally.
Yeah, that you had like about 4 little slots right there that just had some crawling goodness all up in it. Yeah, man. Very cool. Very cool. So first time vending Pomona, are you going to sign up for the future shows too? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to trim down on some of the smaller local shows. It's just hard for me to justify that big of a setup and all the time and energy that goes into it. When I don't know, and this is no bash on my smaller local shows, it's just I don't know that enough time and energy has gone into the marketing and promotion. So like some of the ones that I do see put a lot more effort into that, I'll continue to support. And then some of the other ones I'm going to kind of drop off. So Sacramento twice a year, Cal Expo, I'm there all the time. I'm going to try to do Pomona twice a year if Rami will have me. And then Roseville, it's part of the Reptilian Nation shows.
Oh yeah.
But Roseville's like 10 minutes from my house.
Nice.
And so there's like no reason not to do it. And it's a beautiful venue. It's like air conditioned, bunch of food trucks pulled up outside. It's great.
Awesome.
So I think I'm going to stick to kind of those few shows and then try to focus more of my time and attention back on online sales. For anyone that's tried to look for my stuff recently, there's nothing. And I have a ton, and that's really silly of me to do. It's just really a bandwidth thing for me right now. I do sales and medical sales, and I travel a lot for work, and I'm on the computer all day. And kind of the last thing I want to do when I'm closing the laptop at 8 p.m. is data entry.
Right. Creating the ads.
Making the ads, right? And so if I wasn't so OCD in particular, I'd let somebody help me, which I'm not saying I haven't had somebody offer to help, but I need everything a perfect way. I need to make sure the genetics are, 100% accurate, because at the end of the day, that's kind of my name and reputation out there as far as what I'm posting, listing, and it being accurate. And if it's going to be a mistake, I want it to be my mistake, not a family member.
Right. I feel you on that, and I mean, knowing you a little throughout the years, definitely love control of the situation. So yeah, giving that up a little bit, I could, that would be difficult, but totally feel you too on it. It's sometimes the admin stuff is it's not the fun part, right? Like I would rather clean steak poop out of a tub than do some of that admin work.
Yeah, I go in there to take pictures and I end up just playing with the snakes and looking at them and checking them out and then moving over here. And then I start thinking about breeding plans. And I'm just don't do any of that admin stuff. I just do the parts that I enjoy. So again, poor me for having all of these animals and things for sale that, woe is me. That's not what I'm trying to say. It's just, I need to reevaluate my time so I can make sure I'm putting the time and energy into the things that matter. And part of that is social media, actually posting things on Instagram.
Yep.
Posting things on, Morph Market online, that sort of stuff to get yourself out there. I can't sell high-end snakes only to Sacramento and local markets. Like that's just not going to work.
Right. Have you checked out Reptile Ads? That new website?
No, I don't think I've even heard of it. Palm Street reached out to me to get an account going and do that. I never again, I didn't pull the trigger or do anything with it because I wouldn't sign up for another, posting forum when I don't even use the one I pay for today.
Yeah, I feel you. You check out Reptile Ads. They're from the developers of Husbandry Pro.
Yeah, I know those guys.
So that back team of developers created another marketplace in competition with Morph Market, and the polish of the website, it's really good. Their pricing is very competitive to Morph Market.
It's about half the price, but right now it's free until the end of May.
May. Thank you. I didn't want to say so. Right till May. Check them out, man. I loaded my stuff up over there, and I've actually been hit up a few times. So traffic is starting to come to the site and all of that good stuff. But just wanted to add one more site for you to not post it.
Right?
Oh man.
Good.
But yeah, it is that tedious stuff that sometimes gets in the way. But hey, thankfully we got all these animals just to go play with and
I know, and I have so much cool stuff that I should be sharing right now. Like I said, 2025 was like the best year ever as far as a reptile brooder goes for me, and I didn't share any of it. And if I when I did YouTube videos, if I would have had this content that was available to me right now, I would be giddy. But just feels like a waste. The only people that get to enjoy it are me. I'm selfish right now, I guess.
And Nick Jr., right? Because he's in there still helping you out.
Oh yeah, he does all the rodent cleaning and the snake cleaning. He's in Hawaii right now, so he's not doing too much.
Oh, dude got a vacation. Sick.
Yes, he did. He's there for a week.
Nice, man.
Nice.
Yeah. So what's one thing that you did in 2025 that you think led you to kind of that success with the females? Was what in your mind, what do you think it was?
We get really hot here in Sacramento. And all year you pretty much struggle with your racks heating up and your AC trying to cool it down, and they just battle each other all the time. And so parts of the room were colder than others. It was really inconsistent. The humidity was way down in the summer because it's just drying the air out with that little window AC unit pumping all day. And so it can be really challenging. And so I ran ambient 85 degrees as soon as it was warm enough this year, and it was super humid in there all the time. I was asking Nicholas not to get the bedding wet because I needed.
It was
to
just
try
fine
out.
without it.
Yeah, it just stayed like that. I didn't feed for a month in November. That was a recommendation that was given to me by Jason Amos. So in 2024. I took a month off, didn't feed anybody. It was almost like fasting, clean your systems out.
Yeah.
Right. And then I slowly started ramping up feedings. And then kind of throughout the year, I fed kind of infrequently, but I fed larger meals.
Okay.
So it wasn't like every week you got a small or medium wrap. It was maybe in 2 weeks you got a big old medium large. And then maybe in 2.5 weeks you slam 3 smalls. And then I just kind of mixed it up a little bit. And I think if you think about it, in the wild, you're not going to get a small rat delivered every Sunday for your taking. And that's probably not how they're engineered or wired. And just like with humans, there's benefits from fasting. That's why kind of all cultures do that. It resets your system, lets things repair themselves. And so I think maybe there was opportunities for that. The really interesting part was like the I don't want to call it retained sperm, but being bred very sparingly early in the year, and then me deciding, okay, I'm not going to breed that female. I'm going to focus on these group of 10 to 12 because that's the clutches I really want. But then I had most of my season lay in September.
Crazy. Okay.
All of them.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about that because I did a few years back. I did a fast in December, and then the following year, like everything laid and hatched all winter long. Like it was super condensed. Yeah. I was like flooded with snakes. I was like, what did I do, man?
Yeah. That's why I still have the rack in the office, is because they all pretty much came in September.
He's frozen. He was going to say something smart, but I'll just chime in, so. Yeah, so yours grouped up too then, right?
Yeah, definitely. And I've had that problem in the past, and it's just kind of how I breed. Like, I have an ultrasound machine. I don't use it. I don't have that big of a collection, so I kind of know my females and when they're acting different and when to do, I have that luxury of not needing the equipment to stay on top of things. So, I mean, outside of the feeding and the ambient, I didn't really change up much. But I think the feeding is probably the most impactful thing that happened. The ambient was great for my electric bill because now I didn't have two systems fighting each other to do opposite work. Just ran it. And then the feeding, I don't know. I don't know if it's more like a natural thing for them. I don't know if without knowing it, I ramped up feeding during a certain month that cued something. Like maybe I hit all right, now I'm going to throw them some medium larges just to see what they'll take at a certain time, and that's what did it. Because I didn't keep records like that. Like,
right.
I produce my own rodents, and sometimes I just have more smalls, and sometimes I have bigger ones, and then sometimes I go
just the fluctuation of your rodent colony, kind of.
I'll get help from a friend,
yeah. I kind of agree with what you're saying, though. It's probably more mimicking to the wild in the sense of like, hey, sometimes a small meal comes by, sometimes it's a big one. I think you're right, that fasting, and then probably really did it. Ambient, though, I switched to ambient this year, and my females have started to really start going. So I don't know, man, maybe there's something there too. Who knows?
Yeah. For sure. Interesting.
Yeah. And 84 was what I was keeping my ambient at this year as well.
It's about the same.
Yeah. So, interesting. I wonder.
Yeah. Are you going to try it again this year?
I am. Yeah. Because they're all in a room that I have while the garage was getting done. And then I'll probably transition them here in a little bit back into the garage. I'm just going to keep it ambient. I don't want to really change much of anything. So,
yeah, this might be the first year that I really rely on the ultrasound machine because I still have so many snakes. I need to be really targeted with my approach to pairing this year. And I can't end up with double what I anticipated like I got in 25. And so I'm going to have to rely on the ultrasound machine, to not miss, when those important females are ready. But yeah, I can't just pair. I can't double my pipeline to hit my quota of 10 or 12 because I ended up hitting double my pipeline. So, yeah.
Right. Exactly. Man, I feel you on that. What's your, well, I don't know, Shane, I don't want to go too far. I know you and I had a little bit of a plan talking about some of the things we had watched and everything like that. So I think, I don't know if there's anything you want to jump in with that type of stuff or.
I've heard him talk about all these projects, but you had a sleeper gene on the last episode, and that was Xotics. So did you stay up on that project? Did you do anything with it over the past 5-something years? Where are you at with that?
Man, so yeah, I still do have Xotics. I have 2 animals. I paired the male. He produced a clutch. His genes didn't end up being what he was sold to me as, but it was definitely Xotics. It just had extra other stuff in it. And then I paired it to the other Xotics female to make supers. I think I hit some, but kind of hard to ID with just the Xotics piece of it. But then I kind of just stopped after that. There's a local guy who is kind of sounding to be a bit more passionate about it, and I might just give him the animals just to like really let him run with it. And he's a rodent breeder, so I might be able to get some credit. But no, I just they're cool animals. I just don't have the time or space, and I've gotten into so many other species now that I don't really. I need to focus on what I like, and I don't have the space or the time to like develop a new project right now. Just if I didn't have a small zoo being built at my house, then maybe it would be more feasible.
All right. Yeah.
Xotics cool though. I mean, I've seen some stuff interesting here and there. So, but I feel you on kind of narrowing in on what you like to produce, the projects you're currently not really bringing in a bunch of random stuff or picking up another side project.
Hard to do. Easier said than done.
It is. Yeah, it's all space and time, What other species are you working with over there?
So behind me, the two glass enclosures right there, there's 2 jeweled lacerdas in each.
Okay.
I have 3 melanistic and 1 high blue.
Cool.
And then to the, I guess, I don't know if it's right, or to the side of that little, you can see kind of a little enclosure there by the paintings on the wall. That's my spear point gecko that I produced in the leaf-tail family. I have an out.
Nice.
The little male, and then below that is a baby gargoyle that I produced. Ryan, my buddy Ryan, that was at the show vending with me. I gave the adult pair to him, and he's produced a bunch since then.
Oh, right on.
I'm turning the wrong way. It's like going opposite. It's like when you get the controller that has the opposite sticks than you. And I'm
your brain.
I'm trying to look up, and I'm going down, and I literally can't do this. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Below me on the ground. There's a breeding pair of Leachianus geckos. They're really cool.
Oh, sick.
The female is a new Nuami cross, and the male is just like a pretty one. I think he's just, I don't have the specific island detail on him, but he has like these white and pink flowers kind of all over his back.
Oh, crazy.
They produce cool babies. So they all kind of eat the same stuff as far as those geckos go. Bugs and the mix. Even the jeweled lacerdas will eat the mix. They love it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
dude, that's pretty cool.
They eat a ton of bugs. They eat bananas, mango, but they like bugs mostly. But all the other geckos kind of do too. So it's cool.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. And you're breeding those. You're gonna plan on kind of doing more with them as it goes, or?
Yeah, I'd like to breed the spear points. I tuckered out on a little bit. My original pair I bought produced the baby that I still have. The female died with the second clutch in her, and then the male just passed away like 6 months ago. They only live about 4 to 6 years, I think it is, and he was right about there. And he was already full grown almost when I got him, so I don't quite know how old he was. So he probably lived his full term, but now I just have their offspring left, and I didn't really get back into it. And then I gave the other gargoyle pair, the Deadpool line that I have, to Ryan to breed.
Right.
And he actually did a cool project with his son at the school and got to show off like how it works and all that. And so
that's cool.
It's cool that, the animals that I don't have anymore, at least they're going and they're continuing to spread the word and are being really enjoyed by others, which is the same reason I wanted to give Xotics specifically to that guy, because he came up asking all these questions and he was super passionate about it. And I was just kind of thinking in my head, like, you got to give him these things.
Sometimes you got to listen to that voice, right? Because you never know, right? And really, that's how a lot of this reptile stuff started. Of you see that passion in somebody's so excited, it's almost like, man, here, take that passion, just take it and go do something with it.
Yeah, send me pictures.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to see it in a couple of years.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. Right on, man.
Yeah.
So with all the leg things, you guys aren't doing leopard geckos anymore?
No, my son got out of that. He got busy, and he was playing high school basketball, and that was becoming all his life, and being a high schooler and all that. And obviously now he's taking tropical vacations and all that good stuff. So no, we don't do the leopard geckos anymore. He doesn't breed anything. He just helps me with my side of the business. But outside of what's in the office, I have 5 adult tree monitors, a big IMG boa, a big Argentine boa, a pair of Sonoran dwarf boas, Mexican dwarf boas.
Yeah.
My wife's chameleon, Phil Collins, of course.
That's the chameleon's name is Phil Collins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice,
yeah. He's dropping a Disney album next year. Don't worry about it. Yeah. So the tree monitors I'm in love with. I mean, lizards in general, I think, are like kind of the next thing for me that I'm really into, just because it's a little more challenging, a little more maintenance, a little more like a dog almost in some of the training that you can do. And Adam, me and you, we love dogs.
Yeah, I love our dogs.
So, you have to build trust with a lizard, and you can take steps back if things happen. And, especially a tree monitor, it's like having a little velociraptor.
That's what I was going to say, dude. Those things can get you. Like
they're fast, they're smart, they're athletic, they're cool, they're curious, they're aggressive little eaters. They're,
Are those outside? Where do you keep those suckers at?
You're gonna laugh, dude. So I got the nice Tamura design enclosures, the 4x2x4 with the 3D printed backgrounds and all all the bells and whistles. So there's 2 cages stacked on top of each other. And my wife loves this, by the way. She's so excited. They're stacked on either side of our television in the living room right now. And then there's one more that's in the snake room. It's the female that just laid. I have only 2 eggs in the incubator. And
hey, congrats, you got a clutch. So that's cool.
Cordensis tree monitor eggs. So I am really excited.
Dude, super, super cool. That's amazing.
Yeah, I just didn't know that they took 6 months to hatch. That's pretty wild.
Oh, I didn't know that. 6 months.
Yeah, they were laid January 18th, and I'm not going to see anything till June, July.
Whoa, that's a long time.
It is.
And what's the incubation requirements on those? What do you do?
So I have it in the sim container. I bought it at the show, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the little square, and it's just a 1/2 inch of water. The grate that sits on top, the eggs, it's at 85 degrees.
Okay.
And you can't let anything like drip on the eggs at all.
Okay, no moisture gets on the eggs at all.
It is on the outside, but I just keep an eye on the lid, and it's not bad. And they're probably later stages, it's going to be more of a problem as the animal's bigger and making more condensation within the box.
Yeah, making more heat. Right. So 85, that's a little lower than normal.
Which makes sense. It takes longer.
Yeah.
I was going to just leave it in the snake room because then I would keep my big incubator free. Because right now I'm just another reason why I'm not really pairing because I'm focused on this.
Okay, right.
I just don't trust the night drop in that reptile room and how I respect it. So I just stuck them in there.
Makes sense. Yeah, totally. But so that's where you one incubator. Was going to be my next question. Did you have to get a special kind of incubator for these guys? But
I gotta order another sea serpents box, just a smaller one, just for their eggs specifically.
Yeah, right. Because they take 6 months. I mean, they're basically like a roommate moving in.
Right. Like walking around in my wife's like dining room. Where is this gonna go? She's like, put it under your desk. Right. Where your legs go.
Hey, those little 24-inch hot box incubators don't take up much room.
Yeah, I'm like, this would look good on top of the wine fridge. Imagine if I
I need reptile eggs or wine. No wine. I need wine tonight. So.
Don't open the wrong door.
Right, exactly. Dude, that's pretty cool. You're diversifying out into different species, kind of taking that next step in the things that you want to produce and all of that. Are you planning on like vending a lot of this stuff, or, is that the goal to kind of spread it out so your table looks a little different? Or
yeah, I mean, it's people walk up, at the shows, and I'm sure you've seen this, and they're like, just ball pythons here? All right. You know, and they'll kind of
Yeah.
like walk off. And I'm like, no, but I love everything, dude. I have so much more than just ball pythons. Like, it's almost like it hurts my heart for people like looking at, oh, it's just like a ball python person that only does this, you know?
Yeah.
And that's just a pride thing on my part. I should be totally fine with being where I'm at in ball pythons. I put a ton of work into it. So I should be proud of that. But I just love everything, even outside of reptiles. So I'm like, no, come back. Let's talk about something. You know, I want to talk about animals. That's why I'm here.
Right. They're like, screw your ball pythons. You're like, no.
Yeah. So the theme is like, even with ball pythons and even my company brand and my logo and everything, I like dark and busy or dark and super clean, but really more on the dark side. So I have melanistic Chulacertas. My boa is jet black, right?
Nice.
That I would plan on breeding. My tree monitors, I have a pair of blacks, one lone male yellow, and then the Paracordensis. So the blacks fit that key. The Cordensis are more on the smaller side, a little more friendly, and they have a really cool back pattern. It's a little more busy and pixelated. And then even with the Sonoran dwarf boas, the hypo leopard girl, to me, she just looks like the beautiful like rugs that you would see in like fancy houses, you know, that have a really cool pattern all over. Like her belly and her belly is pink with black highlights, and then the back looks like a rug. Like she's just dark and busy and everything I like. So I'm trying to stay, even though I'm like moving across different species, I'm trying to still stay within the brand, if you will.
Makes sense. Yeah, that's cool. Right on. I totally know what you mean. I was seeing that at Pomona, actually, kind of watching people. It's one of my favorite like pastimes, just people watching in the big environments, you know.
Past, present, and future. Yep.
Right. Yep. And dude, it was kind of like that. You would see people start approaching because like, and then you would see them look down and then you'd hear it. Just ball pythons. Right. And what a huge shift again, compared to where we were about 5.5, 6 years ago, where there couldn't be enough ball python vendors, right? That's what everybody wanted. Everybody was looking for it. So good to kind of be in that curve of, chasing my interests, but I think it's going to help me in the long run.
But I think that's what happened is what we always said kind of what happened, right? Like ball pythons are the gateway drug, right? It just gets people to fall in love with reptiles, and then you kind of gain experience, gain some comfortability, and you say, okay, what else is out there that could be a little more challenging that I can try? I really enjoyed this, right? So what we're seeing is the big influx of people that got into reptiles and maybe never kept before, and either those people dropped out because they were in it calling the snake a widget versus a living animal, right? That tends to happen, which we're okay with.
Yep.
And then the people that stayed either stayed in ball pythons and are continuing to work in their lane, or they branched out into something else completely, or they're mixing it up, or maybe they're focusing less on ball pythons, but they like something else like hognose, like Shane, right? Like there's other things that have happened. So I don't think that it's ball pythons are not the exciting thing anymore. I think what happened is what we thought would happen. It would get a bunch of people into the industry, and then we'd have more reptile keepers.
Right. Totally. That's a good way of looking at it, actually. I like that kind of framing of it, and looking at it like that is that, right. It's not that because like that influx of people coming in because they're going maybe other places, and maybe some are exiting, but others are breeding different things. Dude, we should still look at that as a positive.
Totally.
They're in the industry, right? They're loving these animals. And in the previous show, that was something that you said, right? Is that was kind of a passion of yours, was teaching people not to fear these reptiles and these creatures. So that's the only way we're going to get them to care about it, right?
Totally. Yeah. And yeah, so it's interesting. This is a little side rail, sorry, but my wife now works with more of the lobbyist group, and they work on a lot of animal rights stuff. And last year they did an octopus farming ban in California. Just the way that they were farming them was inhumane. So it's only allowed for scientific purposes now along the coast of California, just based on the intelligence of the animal.
So she's why I can't get my octopus at the sushi restaurant anymore, dude.
That's right. That's why your price doubled, because it's getting shipped in now instead of coming local. So this year, Reptiles were on the board, and my wife obviously knows a lot about this side of it and what we do and the things that were being said as the why, she was able to kind of give him some more information.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
To the
Nice.
point where I even said, like, hey, I'll go talk to these people. I will go 100%. Like, we advocate for responsible reptile keeping, absolutely, but we're not going to do a whitelist.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
No,
Like,
lists are a slippery slope.
Exactly. And it's just like, there's so many other great things that you could focus on that are needed. This isn't really one of them. There's good and bad with any industry, right? But there's a heck of a lot of good here. So they ended up, the bill got dropped. So we're clear for now.
Hey, well, thank you, Nick and Lexi. Thank you
I
back
didn't really,
there.
yeah, it's Lexi. I didn't really do anything. Just I married her, so I'll take a little credit.
Well, good job, Lexi. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Sorry,
Cool,
I didn't go on that tangent. I just thought of it and thought it was relevant.
No,
for us. Definitely relevant
I think
for
it's
us.
yeah, and I think it's kind of it's super cool to hear that firsthand story, but scary at the same time, though, right? I
Out there.
mean, it just takes one looking glass to come this way and be like, nope, don't like any of that. It's gone.
That's why it's super important for us to self-regulate.
100%. Yeah. Through the years, we've all had our crazy stories that we've heard, seen firsthand, other things like that. So it's important that we do call that out and not support those people, right?
Yeah.
The reptile industry has amnesia a lot of times, I feel. It's like 6 months, and that's about the furthest back we.
Yeah.
2 weeks. What are you talking about? 6 months. 2 weeks.
That is true. I was trying to be generous. That's true.
Bunch of goldfish.
What'd you call me? No,
Goldfish.
So that's cool. You're working with some Sonoran boas too, then.
Yeah.
I've got mine paired right now too. I'm doing boas as well. So that's
nice.
Cool. Yeah.
What do you have?
I got Sonorans. I got a hypo leopard paired to a Sonoran anery right now.
Oh, okay.
And then I got a pair of Tara Humaras also paired up. It's my
Nice.
first year pairing them, so we'll see.
Yeah, I've never bred boas, so this will be a new experience. I've
the
actually
live birthers. It's pretty cool.
I'm trying to think if I did anything live birth.
I have not. That's something I haven't ventured down either.
I don't think
Humans. That's it.
Well,
I haven't done that either. So.
I wasn't there for that.
Oh man. Well, so coming up this year, you said you were kind of refining your projects, gonna not breed 20, expecting 12. So what made the list this year in Nick's breeding plan, if you wouldn't mind sharing at least one of them?
Yeah, definitely going to continue on the lace path. I think the more I can just build that in as like a baseline gene in my collection, that I don't think that's a bad thing at all. I mean, the lace stuff as an adult is amazing. I really like. I mean, I'm going to continue to do Stranger and Wookiee and the Blackhead. Like, those are my dark genes that I like to work with. So I'm going to continue to focus on that. The Redhead gene, I had some cool stuff out this year. Really excited about that gene. It has a lot of potential and is really gaining in popularity. And I'm excited actually that a lot more people are working with it because it's super cool.
Yours was the first table I saw the Redhead in person. I had only seen pictures, and I know it's so cliche, everybody says it, but that gene, when you see it in person, a lot of the tones come through that just because it's
a lot more expressive and it looks better in person than it does in pictures. Bam, yeah. I got him.
Did I blip out again? I didn't even do it this time on my side.
No, it was good.
Well, that must have been mine flipping out there.
It's cool. You're so smooth with it. I just let it go. It was great.
I'm used to it now.
Exactly. You were just chipping in.
Yeah.
So those, and then as far as ball pythons goes, definitely those similar
Those projects.
more dark genes. Pretty much all my stuff is clown in the mix in some way, shape, or form. It's the clown and lace, I think, are going to be kind of my base genes for what I'm looking to produce, and then build on top of that. But I'm really excited about these tree monitors, man. If I can get my blacks to go now, I tried pairing them. They weren't feeling it. I separated them again. I'll try introducing another way at a different time of year, in a little bit. But if I can get these cordensis to successfully hatch, and then I can raise them from little babies and have one that'll just hang out on my shoulder and whisper sweet nothings into my ear, I think that's kind of a life goal, right? Is to have a little dinosaur velociraptor that's hand tamed.
That's like your buddy.
Like not shy, like you just pet it. You know what I'm saying? Like my tree monitors are not like that right now. They're cool, like, but I wear
What do the
gloves.
Danes think about them?
Oh, my female Dane and Biggie Smalls, a little nut, they don't care. Tyson.
Okay.
Tyson is obsessed. And I think they mess with Tyson. They like come to the glass and they like look at him and get him to walk up. And when he walks up, they jump on the glass, and it scares him when he jumps back. And they like all day long, like I can just hear dunk all of a sudden, and then nails on the hardwood. And I'm just like, my tree monitors and my Great Dane are playing in the living room. Right
That's awesome.
But a couple of times Tyson's gone up to the glass and kind of just opened his mouth and put it on it. So I'm worried that if they jump out, he'll try to pick it up. If he gets bit one time, he'll never go near them again. He's scared of his own shadow. So he just needs one half bad experience to never do something again.
Right.
But I don't think I'm willing to risk it. So I think one day I just want to like open the cages and have the dogs outside and like just sit on my couch in front of them. Wife obviously can't be home for this. Maybe just me and my son, and just see what happens. Let them come out and explore a little bit.
Ooh, that'd be cool, man.
Yeah,
for sure.
Go trekking, just a little GoPro on their back or something. Have them explore the house.
Oh, that'd be sick. Yeah, the dragon camera.
They're too little. I have to get a really small camera. I don't GoPro would work.
That's cool. Oh man, right on, dude. Man, I can't believe 5.5 years has passed by. So, really appreciate you coming on again. Anything that we kind of didn't get to hash out that you wanted to talk about?
I was really worried about what I said 5.5 years ago that either was completely wrong or that I got right.
Well, so the Zuwadi deal was one of the main ones.
Okay.
You were extremely, extremely excited for a super blackhead clutch, and you were talking about kind of the value and everything like that. And Shane and I, behind the scenes, were kind of laughing with each other because we're like, bro, that is a cool snake he produced. It was super blackhead.
Mojave leopard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Ozzy bought one, and Miguel,
Right.
or maybe it wasn't Miguel.
I think you said Miguel on the video. I think you did. It was
Yeah,
Ozzy for sure. And,
Ozzy and Miguel ended up buying ones. I sold a snake to those two. And
right.
that year. I was like,
Huge
oh my
breeders.
God. Yeah.
Today, you could hardly find a buyer for that snake.
What was funny though is like Nick was like, okay, I take that super blackhead and I breed it to any recessive, say just a desert ghost. And worst case scenario, I got a blackhead het desert ghost. Boom, I'm in the money. And I'm like, man, that's like garbage now.
Right. But cool.
At the time, that's a $1,500 animal.
Yeah.
Right.
Like just 5 years ago, man, it was like shit's escalated quickly.
And my point is that it is still a cool animal. Like that is still a cool animal, right? It's just kind of stuff like that was kind of like that was one of the main kind of little funny things. Let's see. Oh, the line breeding instead of gene stacking. We that was one of your predictions in the video. Polygenetic traits and the like. So I think that one did carry through. Not as much impact, I think, as what we were kind of hinting on at that time.
Yeah, a bunch more genes came out. And everyone going crazy for everything else that continued to come out.
Exactly. But overall, man,
wrong on that one.
You were wrong on the polygenic side.
For sure.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
We get
Big
back to
zero.
the attention span of a goldfish. Like it's just yeah.
Exactly.
What are you gonna do?
Exactly. But yeah, guys, go check out that episode if you want to see young Nick and young Adam. Back then, I didn't have any gray. Oh man, and Joel was there. Joel now is bald with a gray beard. So look at Joel over there.
I was
Look
like,
at-
man, Adam's doing him dirty right now, but I guess it's true.
Like
He
how
finally
much,
gave me my sign, my US ARC sign from,
dude, you finally got that back. So
and then he
congrats
bought
to
another
you.
one at the
Yeah,
auction.
he did buy another. Too funny. Well, man, I do appreciate you. We always try and keep these right about that hour long. So you want to plug yourself, let everybody know how to find you, and
Absolutely, yeah. So thanks, appreciate everyone spending some time with us. Appreciate the invite, gentlemen. Always a pleasure. Right now, mostly on Instagram and Morph Market. There are some historic, old, crusty videos on YouTube out there still from pre-COVID days, but nothing current, unfortunately. Not a ton on Morph Market right now. I need to be better, as I stated previously, but I talked about some genes today that are definitely in my collection. I have animals all within that mix available right now. Tons of DG clown combos, stranger, Wookiee, blackhead, redhead, clown, double heads, you name it. So if there's something that you're interested, I'm happy. Just reach out to me on Instagram, send me a DM. I'm happy to take some pictures, send you a list, and get you taken care of. So again, appreciate you guys, and thanks for having me on.
awesome, man. Thank you also, Nick. Alrighty, everybody, have a great night, and we'll see you next week. Good night.